Howdy, folks, how are y'all doing? Cub here, and welcome to Tekkit Classic Redux. I'm super excited to be playing this mod pack. I've been watching a lot of people play Tekkit. Of course, Tekkit with Duncan is a classic. The Yogscast has their Jaffa Factory series. Brashiat Cub has a pretty incredible series where he's trying to survive, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to hop into the world of Tekkit and give it a try for myself. So I've hopped into a brand new world, and if we take a look here at F3, you'll see my seed. You can use that. I'll put it down in the description of the video as well, so if you want to play along in the world, who knows, maybe I'll even do a world download so you guys can actually download and play this world along with me if you want to. So the first thing we got to do is figure out where we're going to live, and that's why I'm making this an episode 0. This is going to be an episode where we hunt down and we find a place to live and we gather up some supplies, and I hope it's going to be a good time, and I hope you folks will enjoy watching it. Now we've spawned into, ooh, look at that. So this mod has a lot of things that just make the game look and sound pretty and not quite so empty. Listen to the birds and the wind and all that. It's all really nice. I do really enjoy it. What we got to do is we got to find a place that has plenty of room because we're going to be building a lot of cool machines and techie contraptions. It's all quite techity, and I'm very excited to get started with it. Now, if you look out over here, oh cool, we spawned next to a swamp. Well, that'll be great because swamps have a lot of rubber trees, and we're going to need a ton of rubber trees for what we're going to be doing. I'm also hoping we might come across sort of a natural cavern or something, maybe a crevasse, so that we can look down into the earth and get us some ores, hopefully. Boy, this is running really well. I'm glad that I'm able to play this on a very nice PC. If I'd done this back in, not that long ago, I would have had to do it on my iMac, and that just wasn't optimal. Can you imagine doing an entire Tekkit Classic series on an old iMac? Oh man, that would have been very difficult to play and record. Wouldn't have been able to have all these nice graphic settings. Okay, well here's a cool area. It looks like the swamp kind of bends around a little outlet, oh boy, what do they call that? A peninsula? Bit of a peninsula going on here. We could do is we could build out into the river and have our we could have our house be kind of in the bend of the river. That would be pretty cool. But you know what? That feels a bit derivative. I think Brashiat Cub did that in his Tekkit series. I want to be a bit more unique and a bit more original. I think we'll probably move our starting location somewhere. We'll keep it close by because we've got tons of good resources here. I noticed these caverns. Oh man, Marvel. Or Marvel, I should say. Marvel. Excellent comic books. Not what we're talking about today, though. Look at that. Oh, oops. Did not mean to do that. Let's get out of here before anything bad happens to us. Could be monsters down there. Do not want to engage with monsters. As it is, though, we've just soaked them, so they're not going to be happy with us when they find out. So, let's see. Where are we going to build our house? I do want to kind of keep close to this area. Maybe just right up there on that hill. That looks like a pretty good hill to build on. It seems like that's going to be an excellent place. It's going to have a good view of all our surroundings. And I guess with that decision made, the first thing we should do is punch a tree. I know, it's a classic. You can't get past it. That's why we have these episode 0s, because no one wants to start off episode 1 of a series with a guy punching a tree. There's not much there to see. We've pretty much all been there. We've pretty much all done that. It's not really that interesting. So we do episode 0s, so we can just power through that and move on. Now my cat Gypsy has joined me. She's just very curious. She's watching me punch some wood, and she's looking at the screen like she can't quite understand what's happening, which makes sense as she is a cat. So she probably doesn't understand what's happening. We will make a little crafting table, and we're gonna have to take this up. Ooh, I picked up a mushroom. Excellent, good. That's gonna make some delicious stew for us. Should we go ahead and build like right on top of that hill, like right proper on top of that hill, or maybe right here? Yeah, this seems good as any place to build, right in this area. Oh, look at that. We got a jungle right over there, a desert right over there. You know what? If I was playing on my old iMac, there's no way I would have seen these things around me. I wouldn't have known they were there. That's pretty ridiculous when you think about it. All right, look at that. First crafting table of the series. I'm very, very excited because think of all the things we're going to build in this crafting table. Think of all the cool contraptions. Awesome. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think there's something called a project table in this pack. Yeah, we might want to build one of those. It's kind of like a crafting table, a little bit better though in my opinion. We're going to have to get one of those. We're going to use our wooden pickaxe to do so. We're going to go get some stone to start off with, and then we'll build some better tools. I don't want to waste time building a bunch of wooden tools. We can just hop right on down here and get a lot of stone. That's going to help us get some nice high quality stone tools, and we won't have to worry about what to do with all of these cruddy wooden ones. Wouldn't it be nice if you could use the wooden ones as fuel in a furnace? You might be able to. I don't really know. Maybe we should give that a try. If not, that should definitely be something they add to the game later on. Of course, we are playing in 1.2.5, so we're not quite as advanced as we would be if we were in 1.3 or something like that. But you know what? It is what it is. Those are the limitations we have to deal with. We'll go ahead and we'll create a furnace. You know what else would be a nice feature? If you could just like hold down one of the buttons and then drag, that would be good too. Love to see that implemented. That would be a really nice touch. All right, we got a furnace, and now we'll go ahead and build, I suppose, an axe. We'll start off there. Awesome, so now we have our stone axe. We can go cut down some more trees. Before that, though, I need to get a bit more. Oh, that was painful. Heard the knees just break right in two there. There we go. That's going to be plenty for a pickaxe, and then that way I won't have to keep using this old wooden one. Now, I'm trying to manage my priorities here so that I can get as much done as possible. There we go. Get some more sticks. Because we don't really have a whole lot of time. Night is going to fall, and I don't want night to fall with us out here without any britches on. We want to have britches well and truly pulled up and belted into place. And I don't know, I can't help the feeling that we should be in that peninsula. Like, that's where we should be. It's kind of weird. I feel like it's going to take a lot of effort to ignore that feeling, but I think I can probably manage it. You know what's strange? I keep having this weird vision, like I should be building a house that's like 2 stories, but the second story sort of overhangs the first. And I know that sounds weird, and it probably look really weird and like 70s modernism, like when they built houses in the 60s and 70s, and they're like, this is the house of the future. But it's not really because it's kind of ugly. That's sort of what I feel like that would look like, and I'm glad that I'm able to ignore that. Now, in this version, we do have different colored planks. I realize it's 1.2.5, so it is pretty old, but it's not that old. We could probably adventure around and find some varied colored planks. If we, oh, look over there, we can get some, yeah, we can go get some birch wood. That would look really good with marble. That might be a really good idea. In fact, I think we're totally going to go do that. Let's build a chest. We'll place it down right here. We'll store all of these items away, and then I'm going to go ahead, and we're going to go ahead over there. Ooh, we should make a sword, though. We're going to need another piece of cobblestone. I should have been paying more attention. I should have thought about that beforehand. Also, we're going to need to build a hoe at some point. Heck, let's go get a couple more pieces just so we can be prepared, because as they say in the Boy Scouts, preparation is key. I don't think they've ever said that. I don't think anyone has ever said that in the Boy Scouts, but, you know, it is what it is. Also, look at that. We actually have 1 left over because I forgot we needed 2 for a sword. Or do we have 1 in this chest? Oh, we do. Yeah, look at that. We're good to go. All right, we're going to head over here, sword at the ready. We might kill a few cows. I don't want to kill too many, but we're going to need something to eat here before too long. And if they could drop some leather for armor, that'd be nice as well. Although the amount of cows you have to kill to get enough leather for armor is a bit ridiculous. So we've got 3 pieces there. You know what? 1 more piece and we could at least make some boots. So maybe we could avoid that cracking sound when we hit the ground. Come on, one of you guys, you gotta surrender your leather to me. Thank you. Cool, we can now make some nice leather boots, which is good, because I'm very Texan, and all Texans wear boots all day, every day. It's a true fact, don't question it. If you are from Texas, play along. They won't know any better. All right, we're gonna get this guy, hopefully get some saplings so we can bring some more birch wood back to the base with us. I guess that's kind of what you do in Tekkit, isn't it? You build bases. I'm a big fan of the bases. I like to have multiple bases. If you've watched my 1.8 and 1.9 beta pre-releases series, I did a lot of bases. I did like alpha base and beta base and epsilon and so forth. Very good times in those series. I had a lot of fun. Of course, we did have to deal with Iroth, but fortunately, he seems to have been pretty well dealt with. I don't think we'll have to worry about him again anytime soon, hopefully. I mean, I hope he doesn't find his way here. That would be pretty terrible. I might have to start working on some sort of idea to shut down the world and get me out of here if he does show up, because the last time he showed up, all I had to do was unplug my computer. But I got a feeling he won't fall for the same shenanigans twice. I might have to get a little bit creative. Now, before anyone asks, hey, Cub, I want to play along, what's the server IP? Folks, no server IP, no server. This is a single-player world. I'm sorry, I know Tekkit, the idea with Tekkit is that it's multiplayer Technic, but sadly, I'm just not going to be able to do a server at this time. I'm not going to have the resources, and I'm not going to have the people to manage it. And you know what? If I did, I'd probably just do it for friends, because it's a lot to manage a Tekkit server, and people tend to go pretty wild in these. All right, where are we headed? Which direction do we... It's starting to get a little bit dark, so I'm thinking we might need to go ahead and head back home. You know, now that I know that this place is absolutely swarming with cows, I don't feel quite as bad about killing a few more. I think we're going to need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to build a chest piece. So we might just go ahead and see if we can't get one more little piece of leather. There we go. Because a chest piece is going to do a bit more for us than boots would. However, what about boots and then another item? Like boots and then a helmet. Would that do more than just a chest piece? I'm not entirely sure how it works. Oh, look at this. This is good. You can see everything from up here. We might have to move our operations. I know I said we'd settle on down there, but that was just so I could be close to that little hole in the ground and we could get some prime mining done down there. I'm willing to travel a little bit to get prime mining done if it means we get to settle on a nice hill like that. Also, it means that anything that wants to lay siege to us, like some hideous monsters or anything like that, would actually have to pursue us up the hill. So yes, very much I think it's time to make a move. So goodbye, little corner. Goodbye, little peninsula. We're going to go head up this hill. We're going to set up operations and hopefully not get killed. Alright, cows, please excuse me. I don't intend to kill any more of you this evening. I will, however, move right on up here to the highest point on the hill. And, oh my, look at this. There's something right in the way. We're probably going to have to build a shovel to deal with this. In fact, that's exactly what we're going to do right now. Let's get our crafting bench out. We'll toss that on down here. And what have we got left over? I'm gonna have to do this. Add, okay, there we go. I don't see any monsters. It's possible. Oh, look at that, I'm in peaceful. No wonder, that's no way to play the game. We'll place it on at least medium, or I guess normal difficulty. And I'm sure I can get through this night. I mean, I realize I have no defenses, and that I'm most likely going to die very quickly, but I think it'll probably be worth it for entertainment's sake. Now, having said that, I don't want to die, so I say we go ahead and very quickly build up a little wall around my land, Shrek style, to at least, you know, perturb anything that might want to mess with me. Spiders might still be an issue. I think spiders could probably climb in here, but at least we can't get skeletoned, and at least no zombies are going to come in here and eat our face, and as long as we can avoid those deaths, I'm a pretty happy camper. Now, we've got a lot of this ugly wood left over, so we'll make some more of that. Okay, and, ooh boy. I wonder if it's possible in 1.2 to throw in some chunks of wood and a bit of sticks. Yes! I'm sorry, I've been playing all the newer versions like 1.3 for so long that I forget what's possible in the older versions. It's kind of a relearning experience to find out what is and is no longer vanilla. We've got a piece of charcoal though. We're going to use those to cook up the rest of this ugly, regular old wood and see if we can't hopefully get some more charcoal, build some torches. Look at that, that's a nice touch. Looks like there's some blaze rods up there. Obviously there isn't, but you know, sometimes looks are all you got to go on. Hop back down here and create a door, if we can. Looks like we do certainly have enough. Alright, and we'll put that right out facing... Which direction do we want our front door to be? Well, that's the way we came from. And that's the way we went. And that's just a swamp, so... This is a pretty area. Pretty. It's pretty back there. We'll go ahead and put it back there. Here we go. Front door, right there. Excellent. Now, I'm very tempted right now to go out and see if we can't find some sheep so we can build a bed. But, oh look, there is a sheep down there. Okay, so we'll have to kill a lot of them in order to... How are we doing on charcoal? We're doing pretty good. We'll go ahead and get what we have. If we could get some iron, we'd be much more effective at getting sheepskin. So if we can make our way carefully... Ooh, look at that nice animation on the torch. I like it. It's a good touch. If we can get over there and we can mine some iron without dying... Yeah, this might be worth our while. Let's do a little midnight, march on over, and see if we can get some iron out of that hole in the ground. Oh, look at this, another little entrance. Oh, good, okay, let's try down here then. This looks like it's going to be easier to get in and out of anyway. And all we're looking for is 2 pieces of iron. That's all we want out of this little excursion. Okay then, what a letdown. Let's just take our torches with us. It's not even worth leaving them here. There's no good coming from this cave anytime in the future. Hopefully we're not heading into an ambush. Doesn't look... I've been trying to stealthily avoid... Oh, a pink creeper. Well, you don't see those every day. I bet you they're just probably the same but retextured, because that's one of the cool things that Sphax has, which is, by the way, the pack that I'm using. And if you want to find out more about this mod pack, you can definitely follow the link in the description of my website, where I'll have a post right up about it. And you can get all the download links and stuff from there. Here we go. Got us some iron right here. Very stealthily. Move back in here. This is going well. This is going much better than I thought it would. Alright, there we go. We've got 3 pieces, so 1 more than we needed. Maybe we can use that extra one for... Yeah, I got no ideas. You know what? While we're here, though... Oh, I don't know. I'm tempted. Can you just imagine how many, like, wonderful treasures are waiting for us down here? I know it's dark, but if we're in a cave... I've heard the song Don't Mine at Night, but it doesn't make any sense, because if you're in a cave, it's always dark anyway. Oh, look at this! See, we're ignoring the conventional rules, and already it's paying off. Society, you can't tell us what to do. We're the kids of America. Whoa, whoa. We're the kids of America. Whoa, whoa. And we are mining at night. We're the kids. We're the kids. Sorry, folks. I've got a bit of a thing for that song ever since I heard it in that wonderful Jimmy Neutron movie. You folks, you can't say you don't like Jimmy Neutron, because he is a legend to behold. He's one of the originals, one of the classics, one of the greats. And his TV show run was fantastic. And even though they recently ended it, you know what? It was still really good, and I did really enjoy watching it. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay, this looks dangerous. We're going to have to be very, very careful. Oh, alright. Okay, we've got to be... How are we going to do this? If we drop in there and there's things waiting for us, we don't really have a quick way out. We're going to have to build like a proper staircase so we can get a good escape plan. What do we have to build with? We've got a bit of cobblestone. There we go. Okay. Looks good so far. Yeah, this looks fine. Excellent, but let's not tarry. Let's not linger down here. This seems like a very bad place to be lingering. We want to grab all of the... Ooh, I thought I saw a head moving around back there. It's a bit creepy down here, and it's even worse when I have a cat in my lap that's constantly writhing back and forth. What have we got here? Oh, wow, look at that. Copper. Well, that's going to be useful when we start making machines. We're going to need a lot of copper for that and a lot of tin. I might have to do some off-screen mining. I don't know if I can get all the mining done tonight, but, well, when I say tonight, of course, I don't mean the Minecraft night. I mean right now, during this recording, because while I hate to put a timestamp on this video, it is kind of late for me, and I thought, you know what, I do need to get some sleep, but Minecraft fame waits for no one. And since Tekkit Classic is so popular, if I do the video now, who knows, maybe I'll wake up tomorrow famous. So I think it might be worth my time to poke around down here. I mean, I'm keep coming across a lot of great iron, and that kind of tickles my fancy. That makes me feel a bit of a fuel. Like, I want to keep going. And coal might not be very useful. I know what you're thinking. Cub, you're down here for iron, you're down here for tin, you're down here for copper. What are you doing? But when we build a generator, which will be our first method of power, I think, because it's probably the easiest to attain, definitely the easiest to use. When we oh, look at that tin. See, it's worked out. Ooh, can you imagine if a creeper snuck up on us right now, though? See, this is Minecraft 1.2. We don't have user commands. We can't create game rules like, hey, don't blow me up, or hey, don't take all my items when I die. So bad things could happen to us down here, and that could go very wrong very quickly. So we want to be cautious. Excellent. Get the iron. Cool. Awesome. All right. I think we might be good. Our pick is starting to run low, so I don't want to spend too much more time down here. But the temptation is just keep going. It's like when you're playing Civilization, and it's like just one more round, even though the game is over, you kind of want to keep going. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't think we can actually mine that. I think we actually have to have iron. But that's really great. That's sapphire. And sapphire has the speed of diamond. It only has the durability of iron, but has the speed of diamond. And they're not really that rare. Yeah, you can find a lot of them. Yeah, that's the correct term. I was going to say they're not really that rare. And then I was like, wait, no, that's not right. But no, yeah, it is. They're not very rare. You can find them in a lot of places. They're plentiful, I suppose you could say. But I do think we have to have an iron pickaxe to mine them. I'm not willing to risk destroying it, because even though they are kind of plentiful, they're still, I mean, they're not like iron. You can find a bunch of iron, but you can't find a whole bunch of gems like that. And I think you can also get emeralds and rubies, so that's a pretty good deal. We'll see if we can find those. Maybe we could deck ourselves out in like a specific color. If I had 2 other friends, I could deck them out in different colors as well. That would be pretty neat, huh? But I don't. It's a solo series. Okay, I say we grab what's left of this coal, and then we hightail it out of Dodge as quick as we can. and we'll make for the surface. We'll head back home. It's probably daylight. I think I can probably set the map. I'm not entirely sure, but I might be. Uh-oh. Okay, out of here we go now. We've our hand has been forced. We have no other option. We've got to leave now. We'll probably come back down here, though. I can see us spending quite a bit of time mining resources and gathering all of the good stuff, because there is a lot of good stuff. And hey, look at that. That is a lovely sight to behold when you're coming out of a cave. A beautiful sunrise. There we go. Hi, world. I'm back, and I know I saw some creepers when I went down there. So we want to be on the watch when we come back out and make sure we don't stumble across them. We have chosen quite a green area for them to show up. And since I've seen them in the green and pink varieties, that might have been a bad decision. We probably could have gone with, let's say, a desert, and we wouldn't have had this many problems. But, oh, you know what I just realized? We have a whole bunch of cow leather, and we haven't used any of it. We could have made ourselves some armor while we were down there. That would have been a pretty smart idea. But, you know what? I'm not really known for my brains here on the old YouTube. I'm known for my good looks, which will hopefully carry me far into life. So pop that in there along with some of our beef. And in fact, let's go ahead and make lots of beef. We're going to make another. We have enough here to make 2 more if we wanted to. 2 more furnaces. We're not going to, though. And I say that because we might need that for something else. We will, however, make 1 more. If I could place it up here. Is there no way to place it up here? Can I not play? I think what we might have to do is use. Here we go. Perfect. Well, that's a bit of an old-fashioned way of doing things. But hey, you know what? If it works, good. We're going to cook up our iron and really. Should we be using the charcoal? Charcoal, we might as well, because we've got a ton of it. But we also have a bunch of real coal that we could use if we wanted to. Okay, we got some steak. We can satisfy our hunger. And then I think what we'll do is we'll head down there and we'll see if we can't take out that shippy. We got 1, and we've got 2 pieces of iron. Fantastic. We'll use those, not those planks, the 2 pieces of iron to create some shears. And hopefully we can use the shears to get enough wool off of Mr. Wool down there, Mr. Woolwright, and maybe Mrs. Woolwright and Baby Woolwright too. I see 2, 3, looks like 4 maybe sheep. Yeah, 4 sheep. We're in the money here. Oh man, there's a whole crew of them down here. And look, there's some oil over there. That could be useful. We could definitely use some oil in this pack. It's a bit dangerous though. It can definitely blow up on you if you're not careful. Okay, we've got enough for a bed. Got enough for. Oh, it's different colors, so we can do 2 different beds. But I think the beds are all the same color, no matter what color wool you use. Which really, I hope they get that updated soon. Because if they don't have that moving forward, I mean, what are they even doing? Can you imagine if they did something? I mean, different colored beds wouldn't be that difficult. I hope they prioritize that over, I don't know, different colored doors or like some sort of underground or undersea monsters. That would just be silly when they could really prioritize different colored beds. That's, I think, where they really need to go with this. All right, head inside. To you 2, sir. We will create for ourselves a bed, and that'll help us get through the night. Now, our house is pretty teeny tiny, teeny weeny, yellow polka dotted bikini, and I don't know what that has to do with anything. What I do know, though, is we have enough to probably do. Do you reckon we? I think we could. Let's try to do some marble flooring here. I realize we just placed that bed down, but we're going to take it down. I'm not good with math, but I'm seeing that we probably don't have enough to do the entire floor out of marble, because we only got 24 marble. What we could do, though, is just maybe out the outside edges. There we go. We've got 8 pieces left. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, look at that. We can do full marble flooring. Cool deal. All right. Click. Awesome. Now we just need to add a roof, and I think we'll be good to go. What are we going to use for a roof, though? Do we need to do it kind of an old cottage-style roof? Also, I'm kind of upset that it's an odd number across. We might need to do a second door to sort of compensate for that, and while I'm hesitant to use our pretty wood for that, you know what? We only need to use 2 pieces of pretty wood. We'll use the other 2 pieces of ugly wood, and then we will tear this down. There we go, and then we'll place these. Oop, nope, did not mean to do that. Now, I wonder if 1.2 is a version that still utilizes the old. Yep, only 1 door opens. That's silly, isn't it? I wish they would fix that too. Hopefully that'll be a thing they'll patch soon. We need to make it at least 1 more tall, I think, because this is just a bit claustrophobic otherwise. So we'll raise the roof up once. There we go. seal in the top of the door. And then we do really need to build a proper roof. I'm feeling pitched. I don't know about the rest of you, but I think a pitched roof would be lovely. Yeah, all right. We need to go get some materials for that, though. What type of material? Could we use marble for the pitch roof? A marble pitched roof might be a bit ridiculous now that I'm thinking about it. I'm envisioning it in my head, and it just seems like a really silly idea. You know what's not a silly idea? Iron pick. Awesome. We can use that to go get some really good stuff from the underground. I'm looking around. I'm thinking... For the pitch of the roof, we'll use... I'm actually struggling with this one. I'm having a hard time figuring out what material I want to use, because I don't think I want to use logs, because they'll look a bit silly. Any other different colored planks would also look a bit silly. You know what? Let's give marble a try. We know where we've got a lot of marble to use, so we'll head over there and we'll try to make the most of the plentiful resources we have. It's not like we're going to run out of the stuff. I think it does generate in pretty massive chunks. So we'll head down there and we'll collect that. I'm so glad that we have this whole wide space. I mean, I realize Minecraft worlds are almost infinite. You can go off in any direction. But I have a feeling like if this was a server and I had people on it, someone would eventually complain that I'd be using too much land, even though they could just go off in any direction and get more. I think they'd probably try to organize some sort of silly rally to get my attention and tell me, hey, you're using up too much land. Because you know what? Sometimes people just don't have a lot going on in their lives, and that's the sort of silly things that they'll do. Also, I sort of imagine if I did a server, I'd get some friends on it, and then one of them might creep on one of my other friends and maybe write a story about... See, these are all things that I don't know why they're coming to my mind. They're real peculiar. I mean, it almost sounds as though they're things that have happened before, but of course that's not the case, because this is my first time playing this pack. I have watched a lot of other people play it, though. Like I said, lots of Yogscast, lots of Brashiat Cub, lots of good stuff out there to watch and to take in and enjoy. For me, though, this is a fresh experience, and even though I've watched a lot of videos, I'm not really sure if I'm totally up to the task of creating a tutorial-style series, so hopefully you folks will be with me throughout every step of the process to lead me, guide me, direct me, and just generally help me out, because I think it's gonna be a team effort to get us through this pack, and hopefully you folks are up for it. Now, I want to go downstairs while we're here, and I know I said we were coming back here to get some marble. Where is the outside? There we go. I wanted to come by here and just get marble, but while we're thinking about it, maybe we should go downstairs and get those sapphires. It's still relatively monster-free down here somehow. Oh, whoa! Speak of the devil! That guy came right up on us. Come here, buddy. Yeah, get out of here. I still haven't built my armor. Oh, man, I hear a spider now, too. All right, we want to be careful. We want to just grab this. Hopefully there will be... Oh, no, there's only one. Whoa! Oh, man, that guy had a buddy. Okay, we'll get out of here. We'll leave this guy to his space. We'll come back here after I remember to properly create some armor. Dude, I hope he doesn't follow us home. That would be pretty awful. I couldn't imagine having to deal with that at the door, just chink and then being shot at all the time. Ooh, boy, we need to make a better way out of here, because that is a bit of a winding maze that I am not interested in doing again. So we got to get up here. I think we'll probably call it quits right after this. We'll slap a roof on it, and maybe if I can remember to make that armor, and we'll see where we get from there. We might have to come back and create a second episode 0, maybe an episode 0.5 for mining. Maybe we'll do like an introduction episode, and then like a preparation episode, a preparation A, preparation B, all the way through H. Preparation H is always the most important one, I think. We'll see what happens though. And you know, I kind of like the marble roof. I was sort of joking when I said it earlier, and then I got to thinking about it, and I think it's just really nice. You get this nice bright marble color, and then you get to contrast that with the nice bright wood here. I love this color of plank. It's my favorite in the game. Look, now this house, I know what the comment's going to be, and I agree. It is a little bit small, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be big right now because we don't have a whole lot going on, and it's just to sort of get us by. I think what we'll probably end up doing is having this house here to live in, and then building another house for our factory, and we'll set all that up. Now, what are we going to produce in our factory? Cookies? Probably not cookies. Probably not Jaffa cakes. We do... Oh, you know what would be cool if we could set up a factory to automatically create the highest tier solar panels. But you know what? I've got a feeling that that might take a lot of time and a lot of effort. I mean, it could take us well over 100 episodes to do that, but I'm not worried. I mean, I'm generally the type of person who does a lot of series. I know some series, I think Brashiat Cup does this a lot. He'll start a series and he'll go for maybe 25 episodes, and then he'll have something crazy happen and it'll end. And he always claims, hey, it's not me doing it. But I think his audience is kind of getting tired of that, so I don't think we should pull any Brashiat Cup level shenanigans. But you know what? I think we'll just play this series until we're done with it, and we'll see where that gets us. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I mean, this is still a relatively recent mod pack, so I think it's got a lot of life left in it. Look at that house! Oh man, that's super fantastic. I love it. It could use some windows, and maybe we'll prioritize that next episode. Maybe just some little windows over here on the side, and maybe in the back. I don't know if we might want to put a door in the back there. We'll put in some torches here. We will put down our bed in the corner, and that way, ooh, maybe not there, maybe there, okay? And in fact, I think we should move all of these things to that back wall because it's a little weird to have them right in the middle of the house. It's definitely not normal. I don't think you go into homes and you see that a lot. We'll tuck the furnaces into the corner, though. That'll be good. Cool. And we will go ahead and we will continue to smelt up the... Oh, you know what? We should not smelt up iron or any of the ores right now because we'll be able to get much more from them. Why are you facing that way? What's going on here, Chest? What are you doing? What's your play here, Chest? What are you trying to do? Do you not like me? Well, okay. But as I was saying, we don't really want to cook up any of our ores. I mean, I know I already did it with iron. But the thing is, if we wait until we build a cool little contraption called a macerator, there she blows, we'll be able to macerate and get double all of our ores. And in fact, that's not going to be too difficult. Flint we can get, cobblestone we can get, a machine block is just refined iron, which is just some cooked up iron. So we can get that right now if we wanted to. And then it's just a matter of getting, whoa, that's the wrong one. Some copper, some rubber, some redstone is really going to be the hardest thing. We're going to have to dig pretty deep to find redstone. But after that, I think we'll be set to go. And of course, we'll have to power it, so we'll need to build a generator. Yeah, but that's also pretty simple. It's just going to be the same blocks, basically. So it looks like we just need to find some redstone. Redstone and start collecting... Oh, I was about to take a look outside. But get some redstone and then start collecting some rubber as well. And I guess we'll have to wait on that till next episode. We haven't gone too far today, but I think we've gone just long enough to get the bare necessities ready. So until next time, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you all later. Bye!